Hello, Rob here with Tin's Custom Tinfoil Die-Cast Cars. I just want to make a video today to show you some of my customs. I've made quite a few of them over the years. I started customizing cars, or I guess repainting them, doing things like that when I was between 8 and 10 years old, somewhere around there. So somewhere around 30 years ago. And this one right here is the first one I ever remember doing. It's an old Hot Wheels Camaro. And this is the first custom I think I ever did. The first repaint anyway. I never took it apart or anything. I was just young, so I just painted it and put some decals on it, and there we go. So I still have this in my collection. Some customs I've made and given away to people, or have sold over the years, traded with people, different things like that. But I have quite a few of them here in the room with me in my funny farm here, so I'm going to just take you on a little tour of my customs. Alright, so my first custom, this is one of my favorites. I was never able to find one of these when they were for sale, so I made my own. I just took the old Hot Wheels Herbie the Love Bug normal release, and I made myself a Herbie Gone Bananas car. Painted everything on there by hand, aged it up. One of my favorite ones. I'll put photographs of these after all of them. That's one of my favorite ones right there. And then the Show Corner Gas. I love Corner Gas with Brent and all them. So this is Brent's car. His Oldsmobile. I did it up to look like his. I didn't age it or anything, but I got the vinyl roof on it. Got all the details up on it. Quite happy with that one. And of course, Oscar's car. Oscar and Emma. That's an old Majorette casting. Painted up to look like Oscar, and then put all the details on it. And this old Matchbox, I always wanted one of these, but I was never able to find one in decent shape. This one has a cracked window in it, but I've never been able to find another one, so Ferrari. So I just made it up like an old time race car. Quite happy with this one too. It sits in my showcase. And another old Matchbox car that I really like and had a hard time finding. I did it all the details, painted it Hunter green or British Racing green. Put some old Husky tires on it. Did all the details up. I even painted the driver in there. On the side. Ooh, painted the driver and the little dog in the back. Again, quite happy with this one. And this one here I think is probably my favorite that I've done. This is a Volkswagen, a recent release of a Matchbox Volkswagen. I made a camper out of it. Put a little rack on the roof. This is just some canvas from for painting on. Just cut it out and shaped it. Some window screen I put in there. I put two pieces, one inside, one outside. I just overlapped them so it made it look more to scale. Did all the details up on it all the way around. Tail lights, everything. I know you can't really see it in here, but I even painted everything on the inside. Even the coffee mugs that are in there, painted them up. Everything on the table. One of my favorites, if not my favorite so far. And I, for the longest time, couldn't find any of these Hot Wheels Ghostbusters cars. I do have a lot of them now, but at first I couldn't find any, so I had a couple of the original first editions. So I took one of the first editions out and I just customized it up myself. Painted all the details on it here, and the grills and everything. Found a couple white wall wheels and put some white wall wheels on it. And I'm not sure if this one comes apart yet. I even painted up the inside, all the proton packs, detailed them up, interior and everything. So I spent all the work doing that, and then I ended up finding a bunch of them ended up finding a bunch of them for sale, but I bought them. And now this one here, again, to go with the TV and movie theme. I love the A-Team. I was never able to find the Retro Entertainment A-Team van, so I made my own. Spray painted, taped off the red line and spray painted the top, the gray. Had a couple old Real Rider rims here. Painted them nice and red. Put all the details on it. Painted the marker lights. Grill all up and everything. Got it all nice and painted. Now I just realized that looks like I got to go over the wing here. Sitting around, it's got a little scuffed up, so I'll have to repaint the wing. But love that one there. I was really happy with the way that one turned out too. All the movie and TV car ones sit on my shelf with the movie and TV cars. Now this one here, I bought this truck. I thought it was really cool. I didn't really plan on, it's a newer release Hot Wheels car a couple years ago. Didn't really plan on doing a lot when I bought it, but I thought, hey, I could do something really cool with that. So I made myself a dragster out of it. I did all the details up on it. Tail lights, the Chevy logo. Just added some racing tires to it. Again, really happy with that one. And this is my newest one. I'd never built anything like this before, really. This is the newest one I built here. A gasser. It's an old Redline casting. It was no good. So I fixed it up a little bit. Put a little oil can on the front there. Made it the Atom Trasher. It's radioactive. Just added some nice decals. White exhaust pipes. I was quite happy with that one too. And this is the first time I'd ever done anything like this. I was really happy with this. This is a rat rod, Cornflakes rat rod truck that I got. Turned out really well. Don't have the whole bottom on it yet, but it just sits on the shelf to display. Aged it up. Comes apart, there's not a whole lot. I made my Mexican blanket for the seat, which I'm going to do a video on how I do that eventually. It's something I learned from building 124 model kits. Really got all the rust and the marks, and again, really happy with that. And the last one I'll show you here for now is another rat rod style car. This is like a hot rod, rat rod, which I bought a rusting compound type stuff at Michael's Arts and Crafts. You brush on this stuff and then you put metal shavings on it, and it's supposed to rust up. Didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, but I'm quite happy with the results. Got the white pipes again, and the rust on the hood, the headers, and quite nice. Again, with the Mexican blanket seat there. Alright, well, I hope you've enjoyed them. I do have a lot more to show, but save some for another time.